Welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at the Fenix HT30R. Let's check it out. Here's everything that comes in the box. You can check out the front of the box, back of the box, typical Lumens and runtime information. It comes with a USB Type A to Type C charging cable, an insert showing other Fenix products, a warranty card, and a user manual. In this bag is a lanyard and 2 spare O-rings, and maybe the worst holster that I can remember in recent memory. I am not a fan of the holster that comes with the HT30R at all. Sorry, Fenix. I'm generally not a fan of this type of holster anyways, but this holster feels really cheap. This material right here feels like one of those reusable grocery bags that you get from Walmart. But let's put all this off to the side right here, and let me give you guys a nice close-up of the Fenix HT30R right here. Now this is a class 1 LEP flashlight with a broad spectrum white light. And with that class 1 laser, it has the ability to throw up to 1500 meters and has a maximum output of 500. There's only 2 lighting modes and a special mode, low, high, and strobe. And everything is controlled with dual tail switches right here. It's charged via a hidden USB Type-C charging port. And all you have to do is just twist the head and it reveals the charging port right there. And right next to the hidden USB Type-C charging port right there is a hidden battery level indicator LED. Now, even though I like the fact that it has an LED status light right there that shows your battery level, I'm generally not a fan of it being hidden under a twist cap like this, just because I like instant access to see what my battery charge is. With this system, every time I want to see what the battery level is, I have to twist this open, take a look at it, and then twist it back shut. For some of you, that might not be a big deal, but for someone like me, I like instant access to what my battery level is. And on top of that, there's only 2 status levels. So if I turn it on, you can see green blinks. That's between 30 and 100%. If I was between 30 and 1%, it would be red flashes. So I feel like that's pretty broad. Usually when I see green flashing lights like this, I feel like I have a lot of battery life left, but this could mean 30%. I just don't know. But I do like the hidden USB Type-C charging port. Now you can either charge your battery with that USB Type-C charging port on the outside, or you can slot charge it like I had to do to get ready for this video. And let's check out this battery. It is a 5000 milliamp hour, 21700, 3.6 volt, 18 watt hour rechargeable lithium ion battery. So check that out right there. For those of you who are very familiar with Fenix, have probably seen this battery more than a few times. And this is a double spring system here. You can see the spring right there in the tail cap. Right there you can see the other spring inside. And with everything tightly sealed, it does have a dust and waterproof rating of IP68, which is awesome. Now let's take a look at this body right here. Typical Fenix quality, made of 6061 T6 aluminum, a Type 3 hard anodized finish, which is great. It does come with a split ring removable pocket clip right here. It is not deep pocket carry. You can see it is lens down and about an inch from the end of that pocket clip to the end of the tail here. Not that you're gonna have this in your pockets anyway. This is not an everyday carry flashlight. This flashlight is entirely too big to carry in your pockets, so a holster, a nice holster would have been nice. I am just not a fan of this holster at all. So for me, I guess I would just have to carry this in a bag or a backpack if I need a long thrower such as this. And that leads me to just who is this flashlight for? Well, it's for search and rescue, for law enforcement, and for hunters. Basically anybody that needs a spotlight, a very high powerful thrower such as the HT30R here. I mean, 1500 meters is about 4,921 feet, almost a mile of throw here, which puts this flashlight more in the specialty category just because carrying this flashlight as an everyday flashlight just isn't practical. If you guys are familiar with LEPs, they're very concentrated spotlights with barely any spill. So this is really only good for seeing far distances. Something up close, it just blows it out of proportion and the spot is very small, such as you see right here on my desk. You can see there's hardly any spill at all, and there's a very concentrated hot spot right there. And that's all due to the class 1 LEP, white broad spectrum laser in there. And right here is where the laser sits. So the laser is gonna sit back here somewhere. So all of this is a very focused lens. So as a spotlight, it's gonna work great. If you need some kind of a spill to see around you, An LEP thrower such as this just isn't a light for you. Now let's get into the lumens and runtime here. Low is 100 lumens, has a runtime of 7 hours and 15 minutes, has a throw of 630 meters, has an intensity of 100,000 candela. And then of course it has high, the maximum 500 lumens, has a runtime of 2 hours and 20 minutes with an asterisk next to there. There's always that pesky asterisk right there. Has a maximum throw of 1,500 meters and a max intensity of 600,000 candela. And then you can see the impact resistance right there, 1 meter, submersible IP68. Now it does have a strobe function, maximum output of 500, so it does utilize all 500 lumens, which is great. And that's basically it, low, high, and strobe, a very simplified UI. And speaking of that UI, let's go over that. There's dual tail switches right here. They call this the tactical switch, and this the functional switch. I'm just gonna call this the tail switch and the functional switch. So to activate momentary on, just half press the tail switch right there and let it go. So it does have a momentary on and off, which is great. And for a constant on and off, just full press, click the tail switch, and there we go. And to cycle through low and high, just press that function button, just like that, very simple. Now from on, if you want to access constant strobe, you just have to press and hold that function button, and there is strobe that is a constant strobe, and you can only access that when it's on. If you want a momentary strobe, light has to be off, press and hold that function button, and you can see it's a momentary strobe. So instant access to strobe is very cool. I like it. And as far as I can tell, there is no button press lockout on this flashlight. So if you want to lock it out, just give this tail cap a little quarter twist right there. Locks it right out. Oh, and I almost forgot. Yes, there is a memory. So if I have it on high, turn it off, turn it right back on, it does remember the high, so the memory is appreciated. All right, now it's time for my scientific, not so scientific heat and turbo test. I'm gonna let this run on high for about 2 minutes, and after 1 minute, I'm gonna take its temperature at the head and the body, and I'm gonna take its temperature at the head and the body after 2 minutes. And within those 2 minutes, I wanna see if there's any step down from that high, which there should be based on the graph here on Fenix's website. So let me activate my fancy new timer and try to do this at the same time. All right, go. All right, so not bad at all. I'm just gonna turn this off. Yeah, not even bad at all. So the results are at the head, after 1 minute, was only 84 degrees. This is all Fahrenheit, by the way. At the body was only 79.7. After 2 minutes, only went up 5.4 degrees to 89.4 degrees Fahrenheit, and at the body went up slightly at 81.6. So completely manageable. The reason I put this right here was I sort of realized when I turned this on that it's such a concentrated hot spot. There's no spill. There's no way I can see any kind of step down. So I needed some kind of visual cue when I'm editing to see if there's some kind of step down. Remember, not so scientific. So if there was any step down, I'll put that on the screen right now. All right, now it's time to take this bad boy out and check out that beam. So let's go. All right, guys, here I am where I always do my beam shots. And once again, I'm not gonna be able to do this flashlight justice. I just don't have 1,500 meters here in this park. I'll put up the distance right now between me and these back trees right here. This is low, 100 lumens, 630 meters. And look at that beam, man. Are you kidding me? Man, it's always fascinating to see what these LEPs can do. But that's low. There is high. Once again, look at that, dude. This is just crazy. The spot, the beam that comes out of these LEP lasers, man. Very nice. So you can see hardly any spill, if at all. All right, that's high. Go back to low. And high, 1,500 meters. Now I'm gonna move to that spot right there, and I'm gonna shoot this down all the way to those trees back there. That's the longest distance I have, so let's do that now. So you can see those trees back there, and on low, it's tough to see. I'm kind of kissing those trees back there. Yeah, I'm definitely hitting them. I'll put up the distance between here and those back trees. But yeah, I'm definitely hitting them on low right there. I can see it now. So you can see, just scanning the field here, what that looks like. Hitting those nets without a problem. Once again, I gotta be careful because there is residential houses back there. I can see their lights. I don't want to blast this laser into their living room. But let's go to high. Oh, there we go. Very nice. Without an issue at all. Just look at that beam. It is just so concentrated, so focused. But now you guys can see what I was talking about barely any spill right here. So if I hit that tree, there's hardly any spill. So this flashlight is a very specialized flashlight, good for only one thing, and that's searching. You need a spotlight, this is it. Look at that. Very nice. What do you guys think of this beam? I think it's awesome. All right, so overall, I really like the Fenix HT30R here. Typical Fenix quality, it feels great, and you guys saw that beam out there. That beam is phenomenal. So like I said, overall, I think it's great. You would think the size would bug me because it is a larger flashlight. Not as big as a certain Nightcore flashlight I recently reviewed that has the same throw distance as the HT30R, but still is fairly large. But as I mentioned, it's not considered an everyday carry flashlight, so the size for me really doesn't matter because I'm just gonna throw this in a bag and throw it in my car or a backpack for whenever I need a spotlight. But if I wanted to carry this on me, it's not large enough where I can't stick it into my pocket. I wear Duluth jeans, very large pockets, so it will fit. And it does have this removable split ring pocket clip, which is fine. It's just not something I would do every day. That's just silly. And that's also where this holster comes into play, why I'm so disappointed in this holster. Because instead of carrying it in my pockets, I would like to have a nice holster to plop this in, and I just don't like this thing. I don't like it. And as much as I like this hidden USB Type-C charging port right here, I don't like the status light indicator hidden under there as well, where you have to twist this open just to see your battery life. But other than that, I think this is a great thrower from Fenix. But if you want this, it is pretty pricey at 280 bucks. But it is in the same price range as other LEP flashlights with similar specs. So if you're in the market for one of these, you're probably already prepared to pay that. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of the Fenix HT30R? Now, if you want to check this out for yourself, I will have links down below in my description box. But if you did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. And go!